Hey all, J-Man here. I just wanted to tell you about beardedshirts.com. It's a great place to get a lot of cool superhero shirts and other merchandise. You can scroll, they've always got sales on. As you can see, they've got these really cool print all over shirts, which I really love. That's Eddie, the founder of the site. And if you're looking for stuff, all you got to do is you click on the search here and you can type in all over. And that's going to show you the all over prints, which are really, really cool. Look at that. You got Legion of Superheroes, you got Brave and the Bold, you got JSA, you got Superman, Green Lantern, Wonder Woman, all kinds of stuff. So check out beardedshirts.com. Hello, Legionnaires. Welcome. Sorry, what am I talking about? Hello, Legionnaires. We're doing Daredevil today. I got the wrong background. That messed me up. There you go. Okay, hello, Legionnaires. To take two. Hello, Legionnaires. Welcome to Frank Miller's Fearless Fridays. We're doing episode 5 of Frank Miller's Daredevil run. And we're covering issues 171, 172, 173. So we're going to go a little bit quicker. I do want to do a couple of acknowledgments. So the Legion live stream is going to be back on Monday. That's what got me messed up. I have my overlays all over the place here. So we're covering these 3 issues. The middle one I just bought. I actually just bought this middle issue at the show that Sean and I were at. So that's awesome. So I'll actually be able to show the actual comic on that one. I don't remember if I may have even got the one previous to this too. But yeah, so 367, 368, 369 of Adventure. So that's going to be pretty cool. And let's give a shout out to the members. So of course, Dan, Sean, Stephen, and Clobby, who you know, Brennan, who you've seen in the chat many times, and Cliff on comics. Thank you, Legionnaires. I appreciate you guys. All right. So, we're going to talk about Carl Weathers. Of course, I already prepared this stream, so I didn't have enough time to get anything going. So we'll just do a little bit of talk. So let's bring in our folks here.
Hey.
Hello.
Yeah, it's kind of shocking, man. But he was in his 70s. You know,
yeah, that's still kind of like, I mean, he seemed okay. Like we just saw him in Mando and everything. Like,
yeah, like he's still doing work. And then,
yeah,
I don't know if it was cancer or something like that. But yeah,
I'm not sure. I only learned about all this. Like I already set up the stream, and then that's it. Once you set it up, you can go back and alter it. But like once we're about to, like if it's the same day, it gets a bit wonky. Like sometimes my JPEG will disappear or something, so I'd rather not mess with too much with it.
Yeah.
I do have a thing that we can look at. But all right, let's bring in our other Legionnaire.
Well, hello, Mr. Fancy Pants.
Pants, fancy, check.
Check.
Check and check. Fit as a fiddle and ready to rock it, Jimsy.
FKHC 2005, how's it going? And yes, RIP Carl Weathers. The only thing I found a quick just to, yeah, all right, buddy. Dylan. Best part is where they go,
yeah,
he's like,
you son of a bitch. And
you son of a bitch. Predator. Remember that stream we were on where somebody said Prey was better than Predator 1?
Yes, I remember that.
Did somebody say that?
Yes.
They did.
And they were serious?
Oh, yeah. They were serious.
Yeah.
They were Yahoo serious. That's
wow. Yahoo.
Hey, Scott.
It's funny with all these tributes, no one mentions Action Jackson. It's like,
okay, I love Action Jackson.
Someone did.
Oh yeah,
I think what was it? It may have been Razor Fist or somebody said something about it.
Yeah, but I'm talking about like the news outlets.
Oh yeah. Oh okay. Sorry.
Yeah, they don't talk about Action Jackson, or there's another one. I can't remember.
Action Jackson is like awesome. I remember we hadn't seen that in a while, and then we popped in the VHS. We were at my place, you, me, and he who shall not be named.
Yeah,
we were there, And I was, man, I haven't watched Action Jackson. I think I had took the VHS tape out or whatever, put it in, and we're like, literally, we're like, what, 30 minutes? And I was like, how do I not own this on DVD? I got to upgrade this movie right now. I ordered it on Amazon while we're like watching it or whatever. I had to get the upgrade.
Yeah.
Action Jackson is awesome.
I don't think I've watched that one maybe since it's maybe made the rounds on cable in the 80s or 90s or whatever, if that.
Oh, it's great.
Yeah, he drives the car up the stairs. Yeah,
he drives the car up the stairs. And then later that happened in Die Another Day. And I was like, hey, that's an Action Jackson move right there, buddy. Going up that ice castle or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
So there you go.
He was just, don't forget Happy Gilmore.
Yes, yeah. Yeah, he did comedy. Yeah.
One of my favorite scenes of his of all, of course, was actually in Rocky 2, and it was someone saying the lines to him, but it always stuck with me when he's having the lines with his manager talking about the previous film. Yeah. And I always forget the name of that great actor that plays the trainer.
Yeah, Duke. I forget. Yeah. He's from Assault on Precinct 13.
Yeah, the guy's great. I mean, he was telling Apollo Creed, he said, he was trying to talk him out of fighting Rocky again. He says, I saw you beat that man and beat that man like I never saw no man get beat before.
Yeah.
And the man kept coming after you.
Yeah.
I know what you're feeling. Let it go.
Yeah, he goes, we don't need a man like that in our lives, baby. And it goes, I love that too. Yeah.
I love it. I'm scared of Rocky. I love Rocky too.
Yeah. Oh, it's great.
Rocky 2 is great.
The photo novel, and it's verbatim that speech in there. Yeah. It's cool.
No, Rocky 2 is good. I guess 5's the weakest if you're gonna pick a weak one, just because the ending. But I kind of like them all. I don't know. I think Rocky 3 is my favorite.
Yeah. Oh, 3, yeah, because of Mr. T and all that.
Just everything. I don't know, all of it.
So what does Rocky say when
Go dog. Thank you, Muhammad.
Dies.
Hey.
What?
What does Rocky say when Mickey dies?
Yep.
I've never turned the subtitles on in that scene. I don't know.
Don't do it. It's going to ruin the whole thing. It'll be something weird.
Yeah. Mickey don't go or something like that, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Just
You're assuming the subtitles do it.
Yeah.
Don't do subtitles on that movie.
Yeah.
Rocky,
but yeah, Carl Weathers was in all sorts of stuff, and like he's been relevant all throughout. Like he was in Arrested Development with the you got yourself a stew or whatever. That was a big meme, and of course with Mandalorian. I never got the Grief Karga figure. I should get it.
And just wait for the Oakland Raiders too.
I don't know. I don't remember if I have. I don't think I have it.
Is it 8 games or something like that?
Yeah, we were talking about Carl Weathers.
Yeah,
he got noticed, because he played football, pro football.
Yeah. And
didn't he? He did the voice of Combat Carl in the Toy Story.
Yes. Yeah. 4 is it? I never seen any of them. J-Man has.
But... Oh, I love the Toy Story movies. Although 4 was disappointing.
4 did something that was a mistake, which was the toys affected real life situations. That was a big mistake. I don't know that they accidentally messed that up. Mm-hmm. The first 3 Toy Story movies are an absolutely perfect trilogy.
They're perfect. They should never have made it 4. I went to see it, but they shouldn't have made it.
They shouldn't have done. It's not a garbage movie or anything. But there's mistakes because, so the toys, when they come to life, they do stuff, have little adventures, but a human should never be affected by what happens. So, at one point in part 4, they're messing with the guy's car, and I'm like, well, then he either he hits a guy or something. It's like now he's getting a ticket. I'm like, but he's getting a ticket, so you just screwed that guy over, and it's like it shouldn't. It doesn't. It's not a big deal, but it took the magic away because you're like, no, you're not because the guy would be like, I'd be like, well, I didn't do anything with my car. How's my car doing this? It's like, oh, and then you're like, oh, there's toys here. It's just weird. It shouldn't affect the real world in the way they did it.
They shouldn't really come to life. It's it's questionable whether or not they're in that guy's imagination or
Well, no, they do adventures. They are coming to I don't know. They are coming to life and doing adventures, but it doesn't. It shouldn't. It should be like its own private world that like nobody should really know.
They did show themselves to Sid. They revealed themselves to Sid, but yeah.
Yeah.
But no, I love that movie. But so on Carl, though, I don't know. I'll always be of the opinion that they shouldn't have killed Apollo Creed. But well, even though it was brilliant, seen and made for a great motivation for Rocky, it was tough, man.
Yeah.
Because all that time, I love this movie, but when he gets killed, it is brutal.
Yeah.
I mean, but which is supposed to be. It's supposed to be, Yeah.
If he dies, he dies. Yeah.
He dies.
And Dolph Lundgren's a monster.
No matter what. You don't stop this thing, no matter what. No matter what. I love that movie so much.
See, Mr. T is the only guy to clean wins. Like, because Drago doesn't actually win against Rocky because the fight is against Apollo. So Clubber Lang is actually the second best fighter because he did officially win, and then Rocky had to come back and train harder to beat him.
Apollo beat him, but on decision. Now,
yes.
Although when he knocked out Rocky, meaning what's his face, Mr. T, he was already messed up in the head about Mickey. So no, I mean that wasn't a fair fight.
Yeah. But
Rocky made pretty quick work of him when he was ready.
Yeah, they imply that like Mr. T is a better fighter anyways because all of the fighters that Rocky was fighting to make the championship were paper guys, right? They were just handpicked, right? So and he was like, and Mr. T was like, oh, what is it? Clubber Lang was Clubber. Super training. He says all he does is train and eat, sleep, and that's it, right?
Yeah, he was Rocky. Well, he's Rocky from part 1, right?
Yeah. So then Rocky has to. Well, we know the story, right? Rocky has to like live that life to get as good as. So they kind of imply that he's better than Rocky, like until halfway in the movie, and then Rocky has to get to his level.
Yeah. So Rocky beat him.
Rocky was. Again, I cannot stress enough how he was worried about Mickey.
Yeah.
And
he should have manned up.
That's all he was thinking about. Nobody's perfect. But when he was on point and had the training,
beat him.
Yeah.
Not only beat him, he humiliated him.
Yeah, that's fine.
I have a tiger. He has to run on that beach and stuff.
Apollo, they went the distance against each other twice.
Yeah.
Well, Mr. T was just all brute force.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, well, he's one of those guys where he runs out of steam, right? Like
Clubber,
Clubber Lang,
big and strong.
Yeah, he can't do the long game or whatever. I can't do the hey, Mark, what's going on? Mark, did you already do your stream? I was working late tonight. I don't know if you did. Mark was giving away a 180, I think, Hulk 180.
Oh, wow.
I just saw that posted on Instagram.
Amazing.
It was a garbage day at work.
Remember, the Hulk turns around a lot.
Does he turn around a lot?
I'm sorry. 180.
It's the first appearance. That went over my head. It was, as I said, it was a long day. It starts at 9 p.m. Okay, so it's coming up. So I will be done by then. So if anybody wants to pop in on Mark's channel, pop in. They're doing to me, that's the first appearance of Wolverine, but we're not here to debate that. We are here to look at this awesome. I don't buy graded comics, but I broke my rule.
Yeah.
First appearance of
Slam,
but it's only a 7. It's only a 7, so I'm not in the nerd in the higher.
Is that bad or? Look, 7's good. It's got to be a
9, right? It's fine. You know, our buddy Taylor. It's fine. It's fine as 6.
Yeah.
6 it's fine. Oh. So what's 7 then? I don't know. I don't know what 7 is.
Near mint? I don't know.
I think for that it's probably like a very fine.
Very fine.
Very
okay,
fine.
So there you go. There you go. I have nothing for or against graded. I usually prefer not graded because I just, it's mostly also for the money as well. 7 is very fine. Yeah. So there you go. So 6 is fine.
Crack it out and then put it in a bag.
Yeah, right. I'm gonna crack it out, break it, and I'm gonna break a piece of the plastic and it's gonna cut the comic or something, right?
If I bought one of those 1 or 2 point Tales from the Crypt or something like that, that's what I would do. Because it's a 1 or 2 anyways, so
Yeah, but it'll literally disintegrate in your hands, like
Oh, yeah.
I've got
they
the
have it
first
rigged.
appearance of Hawkeye. I have the first Hawkeye like in the thing there, and I bought one of those. It's the one that has like it'll close on its own, and then there's like magnets you can kind of put it up. That's pretty good, actually, if you don't want to get a graded thing. The thing is that comic, so Canadian, it was $240 Canadian, so that's probably like 180. It's like 180 American.
Yeah.
Now everyone else is asking for graded prices, but they're not graded. So this is the dilemma that now we're facing when we're getting these key issues. It's like I'm sitting there, I'm like, okay, this guy's got a lecture. So the one guy had it and he wants like 300 something. He's like, well, if you send this, it was not the first guy, the second guy in, he had one, it was 325. And he's like, well, if you send this in, you should be able to get an 8 or an 8 or 8.5. I'm like, okay, but I'm not sending it in. Send it in yourself and then get it back to me. Like, I'm not sending stuff in. So so then the guy over here, he had 275 on that. And I said, what's the best you could do? Because I was just going to buy it anyways, because I had budgeted 400. Because I wasn't know what. And there was only 2 guys in the entire show that had an Electra anyways. So I only had 2 options, or I don't get it. So I was like, I'll just get it.
Yeah.
So I'm not against it, right? But I'm not hunting them down. So I'm just being smart about it. Obviously, if the deal is right, I'll take it. If the deal's not right, I'm not gonna take it. Like that Punisher War Journal. I have all the War Journals, and it's like the guy wanted like 800. He's like, oh, there's like some error or something. I'm
800.
Like, yeah, whatever. For Punisher War Journal number 6 or 7, what the Wolf
6,
which is, and it's like because there was some sort of thing in the comic. It was either signed, but it was signed inside the comic or something, so you can't see.
Yeah, but you don't even know that, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's CGC, so it should be
No, I don't trust those guys, man. I'm sorry.
I
know everyone else does, but I don't.
I don't at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, the whole thing is a scam. Like the whole thing is a scam. If you're charging more for these things than the raw,
they are charging more,
and you're also charging CGC prices for a raw book. The whole thing is
they're charging you for the process of doing it, and then they're charging you based on the value of the comic.
Right.
So I'm okay. I was okay with one. I'm like, well, why are you charging on the value on this? Like,
you're not selling it. I mean,
you're not selling it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but otherwise, it should cost us. If it costs the same amount of money for what they do, to do a $25 comic book, as opposed to a $2,500 comic book.
Yeah.
As far as
I'm okay with that.
Now, if you want to have a slight percentage scale, maybe.
Like, I mean, I'm okay. This looks nice. I'm okay with them saying, hey, listen, it's going to cost you, I don't know what the price is. Like, we got to press the book. Then we got to, because there's multiple layers in this. There's like this little thing here. They put it in the screen and they put that in this. They put the little banner. Okay. So you got to pay. This plastic is not cheap on its own.
But it costs the same to do that to any book.
Correct. Like whether I do like literally latest issue of Scorched or this, why are you charging me more? Like,
yeah.
I don't,
the value
that I
of
don't
the book
like.
that they are not going to, and that's the thing, they're not participating if you ever sell the thing. It's just
they're not helping me sell it.
That's the biggest problem I have with them.
Yeah, they're not going to help me sell it, but I'm not going to sell it anyways. I'm getting cremated with all my comics.
Right.
Yeah.
All right.
All righty, boy.
What the person without fear?
At last, monthly, folks.
Monthly, baby.
Folks. It is monthly now. I was so happy.
Yeah, they do. Those guys. And Mohammed wanted to say he's getting close to the Galactus issue. Nice.
All right.
I love Gunslinger Spawn. Love Gunslinger.
I'm with you on Galactus.
All right. 1 minute from now, DD. Who's that? Will wish he'd stayed in hiding. Oh my God.
Will he? Will he indeed?
All right, Clobby. Well, who's in charge of this book? Who's in charge around here? Eckhart. Oh my God.
Eckhart.
Come on, let's go. Let's go. Sorry.
Sorry, I forgot that. I forgot to do something. What issue is this again? 171.
171. Cover date is June, so
171, right? Yeah. I just forgot.
Who knows what the real date is?
Damn it. All right.
I just got Batman on 4K, and my favorite is Batman Returns, and that's the only one I don't have on 4K. I don't know how that happened.
Wow.
What did I do? I did something to my screen.
Well, do the credits are not the are the
No, I
credits?
got here we go. I'll fix it in a second. Anyway, Daredevil, volume only number 171, cover art by Frank Miller and Klaus Janson, at last, monthly. Writer, Frank Miller, penciler, Frank Miller, inker, Klaus Janson, colors, Glennis Ween, letterer, Joe Rosen, editors, Denny O'Neill and Mark Grunwald. Take it away, baby.
So hey, I just noticed something. The Kingpin is actually also the Incredible Hulk because they're both wearing purple pants.
Oh,
That
wow.
is true.
Yeah.
I bet you, like Joe Fixit, if he was gray skinned, he could be Joe Fixit.
They get their pants
Same
same
Taylor.
place.
Taylor. So Daredevil was thrown out of. I got thrown out of a window. What's the charge for being thrown out of a moving vehicle?
No. Saved by kitty litter.
Saved by kitty litter. Yes, that's the Batman Returns. I like that. So he wakes up. He's like, okay, well, I'm good now. What's this down here? Oh, there's the credits.
Yeah.
Frank Miller.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, here's a CGC for you. I've got a CGC horror tale. My comic book shop owner was like, "Oh, I sent one in, and they said signed by Frank Welker." It's like, whoops, and it was signed by Frank Miller. It's like, wah, wah, wah. And it's like, why is Frank Welker signing Daredevil books?
Where'd you get that from? Was it your shop?
I didn't know. That was my shop owner saying I've had to send stuff back.
Oh.
Hey, Comic Relief Crusader, man, how's it going?
Yeah. Hey. Yeah, I can't imagine Frank Welker needing to sign too many comics.
So we threw and a blind one too. I think that's like blind harassment. All right, so Daredevil jumps out of this thing. This is pretty gruesome.
He got away with some violence, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, they're all playing violins. There's
Saxon
violence.
violins.
So Kingpin's like, yeah, I got him smoking. He's got the stick. Or I wonder if does that stick do anything? Like, it just filters it, right?
Filter, yeah.
No, but Frank Welker signed a Daredevil. He didn't sign a Daredevil book. Frank Miller signed a Daredevil book, but because CGC puts the tag at the top, like the banner.
Frank Welker's a legend. We're just saying he's not a comic book.
Yeah, and it says signed by Frank Welker. It's like, or not.
He was at the con we had down here. I mean, Frank Welker was a voice acting, a cartoon voicing legend.
Oh, yeah.
By the way, did you guys know? I've been seeing some scenes from the set of Daredevil Born Again. There's a guy tweeting it out on the set. They're filming now. This character, Heather Glenn, is in it.
She is. I saw. Yeah.
A lot cuter woman than this.
Oh, she's way more attractive in the show than she is in this comic.
Yeah,
that's for sure.
But that's just because I don't like the short hair.
Well, yeah, but still,
anyway.
I don't know. And look, she tries to kill him with an apple. Ooh, eat this. Later, Daredevil chokes to death on this apple here, and then
she's talking important stuff about the city, and she's like, "Ooh, shop talk, ooh."
Yeah. So he's trying to be serious. This is the typical relationship here. It's like
he can't be himself around her, so they're not really.
Yeah, she sucks. Well, she's gonna get killed soon, isn't she? Like, or she's getting killed, isn't she? Sorry, spoilers. Is like
I don't remember, to be honest.
Oh, I think she get smoked in I don't know. Oh, I might be wrong though. I could be wrong. I don't think I've ever read all of these like properly. I've got the omnibus and I just, no spoilers. Yeah, I don't know if it is a spoiler. It does.
I honestly don't remember.
All right. So what's happened here is that Vanessa's been taken. So it's basically Kingpin retired, went to Japan with Vanessa, and it was done. And then the mobs kind of separated, did their own thing. And then this one guy, Lynch. No, what's the guy's name? Lynch, I think is the guy's name. They're trying to bring Kingpin back in. I got out and they're pulling me back in or whatever. They're trying to pull him back in. So they're kidnapping Vanessa. But that was a mistake because
Lynch is the one that has his own plan to get Kingpin back into the city to rule. But
Yeah.
these guys want incriminating files from Kingpin.
Right.
So
Sorry.
they kidnap the wife to exchange it. And
To
he's like,
exchange
we're
it.
not going to do that. I'm the Kingpin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Lynch wants her to die or whatever to
Yeah,
get
he
her.
wants more
Yes.
motivation for Kingpin to do
To
Kingpin.
come back and take over.
Basically, this is okay. So if everybody remembers from season 1,
Yeah.
where it was the owl, though it was Gao and the owl, Owlsley, whatever.
Yep.
They're the ones who
They tried to kill
to
Vanessa.
Vanessa at that
Yeah.
party or whatever.
Yeah.
And by the way, Comic Book Crusader, this review is full of spoilers. We're spoiling all 3 issues that we're reading.
Yeah.
So you'll know. In case you want
Yes. So that you need to know. All right. So Josie's Bar, that's in the TV show. Although I think, oddly enough, even Josie in the TV show looks better than this.
I don't know.
No,
Maybe a toss up.
It could be a toss up. Yeah, you're right. Well, this is brutal. She's been through a lot. And typical, arm wrestling. I don't see. Do these guys go to these bars? Like, is this like an actual? I don't go to any bars. Like, they all look like Roadhouse in this.
Yeah. No, there aren't any arm wrestlers and stuff at bars.
Yeah, like it seems
It's
like,
all students and
Sylvester Stallone.
Yeah.
it's all losers.
Sylvester Stallone, though.
Yeah.
What was that movie?
Yeah, no over the tops.
Over the top.
Yeah.
Over the top.
When he turns his hat around, he means business.
Yeah, I love it. Billy Blank zipping up or zipping up the shirt and whatever. No.
They missed a trick with the because they made figures for over the top. They should have had the hat rotate.
You
That
press a button and it turns.
Yeah.
That would have been cool. What a random figure. I must collect them
Yeah,
all.
I remember when I was a kid, they were selling them at the Cineplex Odeon, they had their own store, but I don't remember them in actual Zellers.
Why would they do figures of that?
I don't know.
I have no idea.
But you can look it up. They made figures.
I believe you.
Yeah,
I just don't remember.
I'm buying them tonight. I'm scouring eBay
it's
for
another
those.
Stallone toy.
Yeah, I just want still. And now that you said that hat thing, I can't get it out of my head. It's like they really missed that.
Yeah.
All right, so Daredevil incognito, as Mad Hatter would say. Incognito. I wanted to go incognito. Smashes the guys. He's looking for info.
His version of Matches Malone from later.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes. So he's fighting all these. Again, it's just like beating him up. Turk is like really get beat up in this.
Yeah.
All right, so now they're slumming it, going down. And then, did you guys notice the Ninja Turtles were here? I'm just joking. There's no Ninja Turtle. They should have had a Ninja Turtle or something. It would have been cool to bring it back
Would have
to
been predicting the future. But
This is this is still before Turtles.
This is still before Turtles. Okay, so Turtles, yeah.
This is 1980 or something like that, right?
Oh shit, yeah, okay.
Yep.
So we're still a ways away from Turtles.
Yep.
But it would have been
1981. But yeah.
81, yeah.
Well, that's what Turtles based so much.
Yeah.
I mean,
so now Daredevil hear the boom, 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 like the strong heartbeat of the pin of Kings.
at this point, Eastman and Laird are reading this comic and going, "Wow,
this is great. I should rip this off or something."
Yeah.
It's like, it's like you, sir, and it's like, whoosh. So it's like he wants to work for Kingpin or something. This is a bit weird.
shades."
He's trying to get in.
Yeah.
He's trying to get in with the gang. So he shows like some of his stunts. Like, "Oh, very good, you're hired." It's like, and then this guy comes. "Oh, sir, if you want your wife back, you got to meet his boss alone." And Kingpin's like, "Well, all right, I guess I'll do that."
And he dies. Yeah.
And then he just dies. Yeah. That guy was that guy was loyal. He was a loyal guy.
Mm-hmm.
He came, "You'll pay for this bullseye." I'm not sure. Well, you might pay for it. We'll see. I don't think Bullseye has a lot of money, so he'll take a rain check. So there's what's this girl's name again? In the this is the Karen Page replacement. What's her name?
Becky.
Becky.
Yeah.
Becky Blake or something.
So we'll find out why she's in the wheelchair tonight.
Yes, we will.
Pretty cool.
JR. No, this is Frank Miller and Klaus Janson.
Foggy. Did I miss something? Because Foggy's like just
we don't know yet.
Okay. Because I'm like, what the hell's going on with Foggy in these?
We don't know yet, and we won't know tonight.
Okay, we won't know. Yeah, no, we won't know tonight. Because and then I thought that I missed something because like I basically read like 10 comics a day, so they start to all blur together. Yeah. Like I just read some Star Spangled stuff with Robin right before this stream, and I still got that in my head. Anyway, so there's Becky, there's Foggy. He's just like not having a good day. So Daredevil's trying to force this thing. He basically, I like when it's just like, I'm just gonna just power through. Like, he's like, oh, I can't find the lock. So then it's just like, this is done so well. Like you could just see the strength. Like,
amazing.
When you see the sweat pouring out of his hands.
Yeah, like
that tore his arms out. Yeah. Great stuff. Miller was so damn good, even at this point. He never ever did better art than on this run, and I mean never. I don't like his Ronin that much. I didn't like his Dark Knight Returns that much. And later, Mazzucchelli was far more suited to Born Again because it looked more like this. Just unreal. And Klaus Janson is a lot of that, to be honest with you. He was a very overpowering inker, and it served Miller, and it probably, but still, Miller's a great storyteller and a great cartoonist, especially at this point.
Yeah. I think he just decided to do different styles. Like, he's just like, oh, this will be neat or whatever, and then it just...
Well, he loved manga. That's why he did Ronin. Ronin is such like a man. He loved stuff like Lone Wolf and Cub and things like that, and Ronin is just him trying to go for the manga look.
Yeah.
Which is fine.
Lone Wolf and Cub's my favorite of the... All right, so Daredevil's here. I always like when Daredevil and Kingpin fight. It's always exciting. This is awesome. He like swoops underneath, jump kicks. They had a pretty good fight in the show at the end of season. I'm almost on season 2 now.
Yeah.
My rewatching.
I miss it. I miss it so bad. I'm having withdrawals. I had to start watching Punisher just to watch something in that Netflix universe that's watchable, because not so much of it isn't. After Daredevil, so much of it isn't. So
so I only watched the first 3 episodes of Punisher, but I love Punisher, which is crazy. My second comic that I ever finished was Punisher Origin. I never watched the show because I'm like, it kind of got boring.
You like Bernthal? You like Bernthal at all in the role?
Oh, I love him. I liked him as Shane. I was team Shane.
Yeah.
He's, like I said, I've watched the first season a couple times now. Is it great? No. I think second season is a little bit better. Both of them have a lot of that Netflixy filler type stuff.
Yeah.
But I'll take that to get 13 episodes than to get a show that lasts 6 episodes and it's done over. And to get Bernthal, and he's really terrific on the show. You know, they got a lot of good stuff and a lot of stuff I'm like, But in my opinion, now that I've seen it this first season about 3 times, it's okay. It's definitely better than any of the other Netflix stuff after it. And the second season, I kind of like a little bit better. But they're great. I don't know. I would say that, but Bernthal is terrific. And
he's awesome.
It's worth it for that, at least for me.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch it. It's Punisher. Like I'm gonna watch it.
But there's some slowness there.
Yeah. I'm too used to Dolph Lundgren with that movie's like 85 minutes and it's all gunfire. It's all been downhill since then for me. I'm like, Punisher needs to destroy people. Like
send him this message and he like destroys everything in that.
Right. That's like, listen, I got the message. I definitely got the message.
Bernthal's a savage, though.
Yeah, he's good.
Yeah,
he's the next best. The Thomas Jane movie was brutal. It's like nothing happens. It's like he cries. He's like drinking and whining about his family. Oh, my family. Oh. I'm like, I don't care. Like, go kill people. Do something.
Yeah.
Well, these do have a lot of that, though. But yeah.
Well, but it was just like not. It was the stuff in Daredevil with Punisher was actually done well. Like you cared about Frank, which I didn't in the movie, so they just didn't do a good job of it in that.
This
movie.
Does that? These do that. Yeah, you really get to like Frank.
All right, so they're. I mean, this fight's just awesome. I don't know what to say. Like,
By the way, that's from a guy that doesn't give a crap about the Punisher in the comics.
Yes, I know you don't like the
not give a
Punisher.
shit about him.
Yeah.
We've forgiven you. We've forgiven you.
He just doesn't belong in a superior universe.
Yeah. I love this bat the guy's head.
This is one of many great Daredevil Kingpin fights. I mean, Kingpin's probably said, well, I'm glad it's not Spider-Man, because Spider-Man can knock him on his ass.
Yeah.
Kingpin's like, wow, man.
Punch in the
Did
face.
you talk to Spidey about this?
Yeah. You didn't trade stories or anything. Yeah.
Well, he knocked out DD.
Yeah.
Double D.
Double D.
Double D. The double deuce. Oh, Mr. Lynch. Not Mr. Not David Lynch.
No.
There's Vanessa. All right, so they're sneaking around here. Boom! It's like this sound, this like sonic attack or whatever. So the other guys, I forgot. I think in the last issue this happened where they hired Bullseye. So the rival faction has hired Bullseye to take out the Kingpin. But Bullseye is increasingly frustrated with them because he feels that they're idiots and they don't know what
dumbasses.
they're doing. And,
They are idiots. So, yeah.
You know. So anyway, so then you're like, like you got the fire alarm here going off. And then you got an explosion, as I say. Kingpin's trying to get to her. Oh no. Vanessa. Oh. It's like, I'm gonna make them pay. Yeah, boss, that's right. We're gonna make them pay. And Kingpin's all upset. And then they throw Daredevil into like a dishwasher or something, a little washing machine.
Pipes. Yeah.
Into the pipes.
The line must be drawn here.
The line must be drawn here. Yeah, no father. Yeah, no father. They dump him on, close it up. And that's it. So I'm pretty sure Kingpin will just take Vanessa's death, just fine. He'll be totally fine with it.
Fine.
Live and learn,
Live and learn.
Yeah.
Moving on. Fish in the sea.
Plenty more. There's plenty more fish in the sea. That's life in the big city, as Thing says it in RoboCop.
Yes, sir.
It's like Dwalt Johnson. That's life in the big city. I love when they just walk that off in RoboCop. The guy is turned into bloody paste. He's literally turned into paste. And then the guy, he's like, Dick, I'm very disappointed.
I love the movie beyond questioning, but it is kind of stupid that Ed 209 had real ammo at all.
No, the point is that it just makes it even more awesome. It's so outrageous.
I don't know. I love it. I'm saying, but you would expect him not to have. I think if I'm Billy, I'm like, okay, boss, this thing doesn't have any real ammo in it, right? Right?
Yeah. But it's corporate stupidity, right?
Right. They don't care.
I see it all the time.
It fits the movie, don't get me wrong, but I've always been going, wait a minute, why would there be real ammo in that sucker?
Well, and they compound it later with showing that it can't go up or downstairs. So it's like,
right? They literally don't
design it for this, right?
But he
look cool, right?
Yeah, he literally says, he goes, "Who cares whether it worked or not?" He goes, "We had the parts, and we had for." He goes, "For 29 years or so, military contracts." He's like, "Who cares if it worked or not?" And he's like, "Well, the old man thought it was pretty important." Dick.
Classic Comics, they have theorized many times that Kingpin is a mutant, but I don't know if they've ever come out and definitively said it, but it makes sense.
Yeah, it's never. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I guess
Professor X would be able to know, wouldn't he?
Yeah.
If you go by,
to me, he's still human. He's as strong as what's the guy's name? The wrestler.
But he's but he's like twice that size. I don't know. He's pure muscle.
Yeah, like Mark Henry. In real life, he's a
freak of nature.
Yeah. But probably as strong as Kingpin. So to me, it's still within the realm of human possibility, but just genetic still.
If you go with Bruce Lee's kind of thought process of like, if you take like a flower pot, this is how Bruce Lee explained it. Take a flower pot and then scoop some sand into it, right? So you've got the sand. Now what you do is you make it wet and you pat it down. You pat it and pat it down. So you could probably get to half of the pot, right? And then he goes, then you scoop more sand in it and wet it again and pat it down a bit more, right? And then maybe you could probably even get another scoop, right? And pat that down. So now you've got a flower pot that's completely full of like compacted like mud. And Bruce Lee was saying, goes, that's how you want to build your muscles. Like you're putting a muscle on a muscle. So Kingpin, probably did like, because sumo wrestlers, their legs are like crazy, right? So you just think of that, but like a whole body, right? And so, I mean, could a human do it? Probably not, but yes, it's in the realm of human possibility. So I would just say, yeah, he's just like a full thick slab of muscle, like compacted. So it's just like muscle on building on more muscle.
I'll just say, I don't sanction it one way or the other, but I do understand the temptation by a Marvel writer to at least theorize about him being a mutant, considering it's a world full of mutants. But it doesn't matter much to me.
It's like the whole Captain America debate. Is he superhumanly strong or as strong as the strongest person in the world?
Could possibly be.
Yeah, because they say that early on, and then later on, other writers have him doing superhumanly strong stuff. And it's like, yeah, I don't think you guys read the memo.
It's like that. Even that stupid what if that they did with what's her name, Sharon Carter, not Sharon Carter, Peggy Carter. She becomes Captain America, and she's like lifting a tank or some kind of horse crap.
That's not the super soldier serum.
No, it's over the top.
But that was girl power on top of super soldier serum.
Of course. What am I thinking? Daredevil, volume only, number 172. This is July of 1981. Cover by the great Frank Miller and Klaus Janson team, with actually some George Russo's helping out on that cover. He's an old-time great as well. Probably, well, I'm going to guess with some of the inking and coloring. Writer and penciler, Franklin Miller. Inker, Klaus Janson. Colorist, Glynis Ween, Lettra, Joe Rosen. Editor, the great Denny O'Neil.
Yes. How come Kingpin in this issue becomes intangible and large? That's really weird because like he's so much bigger than everybody.
I told you it was a mutant.
He's astral projecting.
Gang war. Hey, this is what's going on right now in the Spider-Man titles.
Oh, that sucks so bad.
Of course it's
a review, and I was like, I can't do it, man. This thing sucks.
Are you saying they make Spider-Man?
Bought it. Sean bought.
Sean, did you buy
Spider-Man? Pass it on. Sean bought Gang War. Pass it on.
I bought an Amazing Spider-Man and Jump Back In. I bought the last couple, and they're awful. That art is awful, man. I don't know. I'm sorry, John Romita Jr. I don't know.
Oh man, don't beat him up too much. A little bit.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. It's like you can't draw Tombstone. You can't draw motion. It's like at one point, Tombstone or somebody like headbutts Wilson Fisk, but it doesn't look like they just look like two heads joined together. It doesn't look like motion happened or anything.
Right.
Like art, comic art.
Like Miller does, in other words. Yeah.
Yes. Poor Junior.
I know people
let's not beat him up too much.
Yeah, no, he has his phases. He's in a weird phase right now. That's all.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's valid criticism. Unless he has a good inker, he is absolutely. He's never be as Pappy anyway. But my goodness,
yeah.
How do you like that?
I'm against it. And even when you change,
J-Man had to open up the can of worms, and it came out, man.
Yeah.
It did come out. Yeah.
That's Bob Layton or Al Williamson are inking him. He's.
Hey, what's going on? Why is there a Daredevil truck? This is like a Hot Wheels toy.
That's awesome. I was like, they should make that.
Yeah. This truck is starring Daredevil, the man with Stanley presents Gang War because I present things. Mr. presents Gang War. Frank Miller, writer penciler. He wrote his own pencils or something. I don't know. Klaus Janson.
I like that this looks like a fish tank, and so kids can come by and see Daredevils.
Yeah.
Here you see Daredevil in the wild swimming around.
Right. It's an aquarium.
It's an aquarium.
Star Trek 4.
Maybe
Oh, we
he's
love.
that man.
I'm a pro Star Trek 4. We're a pro Star Trek 4 household.
Well, aren't we all?
We're a pro Star Trek 4 household.
I assume we all thought we all were.
Yeah, I think everyone is. I think that one is universally liked, even by normal people, because it's like it's a very easy
It's
story.
well with the normies.
Yeah,
So
that's a
like-
good one for anybody.
Yeah,
That's a good intro Star Trek. Kind of. I guess there's time travel, so it's
Even
weird. And they're in
normal
the,
people are like, "Where's the Enterprise?" Because
yeah, there's no Enterprise.
No Enterprise.
Well, they should have watched Star Trek 3, which is an awesome
Yeah.
movie. They should have watched that.
No Enterprise to the beginning and then the end.
Well, they recap what happened. They because they spent so much money on those effects, they show it blowing up and everything. So
But then we got a new one at the end, the Yorktown.
yeah, at the end, yeah.
All right, so Daredevil comes out of the pipes here, and there's all these, homeless people, and he decides to start cooking food for them, but no, he doesn't. I don't know what's wrong with these guys. Money for
say the
food,
same
money
thing. Money for food, money. I thought they would say money for nothing and your chicks for free.
You think
got
that
the
you think they're
intel,
just
not
like
the
homeless people, but at the end something happens.
Oh,
Yeah. Anyway,
getting ahead of ourselves here, getting a little ahead of ourselves.
That's right.
Josie's bar is talking. See, the whole bar is talking. That's what's happening right here.
This Turk again?
This is Turk. Okay, this is super. Okay, this is actually funny. So he throws them, and then she's like, "Dude, like seriously, man, you're breaking a window every time you come in here now. Like,
Yeah, we stopped
like,
the mirror breaking.
can we, like you've got enough bad luck already, or window breaking, not mirror, window breaking.
yeah.
So breaking a window here, stop it. So then he yanks him back. It's like, all right, fine, I'll bring it. Yank him back. I remember the time I invented plumbing.
I remember I said, people are going to need running water. Yes, I'm tired of not having any. So I said, let me eat that. I'll create it, and we'll see if Jack can draw it.
I remember when I created running water.
Well, I thought I was thirsty. I said, I bet everyone else is too.
Oh man, I can't do it. All right. Oh, the heads, baby. Yeah, we got the heads telling the story. I was so excited when I saw this. I was like, Frank, I know what you're doing.
Yes.
You're awesome. I
Nice,
appreciate the heads here.
Turk's
Heads
head.
up. Let's give the heads up here.
The guy played Turk on the show, so it was pretty good.
He's great. Yeah,
He's on all the. He's like on every show. Well, not everyone, but he was on Daredevil and Punisher.
Yeah, he was good. Yeah, there's a few people that made the rounds, like Rosario Dawson, Claire. There's a few people that kind of made the rounds, went into other,
Karen Page
shows. Karen, yeah, I like Karen. I like Foggy. I can't believe they're going to do without. They're going to do it without Karen and Foggy.
They were, but now they're not.
Now they're back.
They brought them back.
Yeah, they've completely. I don't know what the hell happened, but every week it seems there's a new announcement that sets things back into place.
Although I'm worried because it's still not the same writers, but
no. But I thought they were going to hire the showrunner for the Netflix show. Either they were going to, and he said no, or they have. I don't know.
I heard there was some kind of lawsuit going on, but I mean, at least they're. I mean, you got them back. They say John Bernthal is going to be on at some point. They say they're bringing different characters that were back. So I mean, who knows? I'm going to let myself be slightly optimistic. God knows how long it's going to take them to make this thing.
Yeah.
Well, I know they're starting from scratch now.
Pictures every day from the set.
Yeah.
Well, is he in the red or in the yellow costume?
Well, they're just showing Matt Murdock right now. I haven't seen any costume pictures yet.
I don't despise the yellow, but I just want the red, and I want it to all be red.
It's going to be the red. I mean, I love the red for like old time's sake. If She-Hulk hadn't been so bad, and it was just him popping up in the red, in the yellow and red for shits and giggles, it would have been kind of cool. But it was just such a horrible thing. But no, red is where it's at, and even that's not red enough for me. But it's better than nothing.
No, it's just burgundy. No.
Yeah. Well, the red the red Elektra was good in her movie. That was a good red. It was red.
Yeah. I've seen cosplayers do Elektra like 10 times better than any movie or show.
Yeah, well, that I've seen that for everybody. We have Brampton Batman. The guy's walking around as Batman. You're like,
there's a real Batman in Ontario, and he actually patrols the area in a Batmobile.
Cool.
And the cops are fine with it. The cops are fine.
they know him.
Oh, wow, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Batman. It's awesome. He's walking around as Batman. You're like,
He walks
there
around
he
when
is.
kids come in. He gives them lessons and he walks on. He lives the life of Batman, basically.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yep.
What if he's a billionaire?
All right. So, for those who came in late, here's Turk explaining what happened.
My head's been cut
These
off.
guys
I'm
paid
talking anyway.
Bullseye. They kidnapped Vanessa. She blowed up in an explosion.
Turk
Kingpin is back.
and Daredevil have a rough relationship. With.
Yeah, they certainly do.
Yeah.
Hashtag Kingpin.
And boy, again, he stabs him. Turk stabs him to the gut. Anyway, there we go. So, yeah.
Hashtag. I here's hashtag Kingpin.
Yeah.
I should clip that. Hashtag Kingpin.
It's so weird. Yeah.
I
I noticed that before. Yeah.
All right. So here's Bullseye. Like saying, okay, guys, you owe me more for going after Kingpin. He kills a fly for free. That was very kind. I thought Bullseye was very kind in this scene for not.
Yeah, this fly
charging
thing
for
is
that fly.
cool. It was mimicked at the end of Daredevil.
Yes, it was at the end of Daredevil.
In the
yes.
movie.
Yeah. So because it's like he's all beat up, and then it like the
He like
flies.
throws
there.
No charge for the fly.
Yeah. No charge.
See, wasn't that kind? That was very kind of him not to charge for the fly. I think that was very nice of him.
Good business move.
Yeah. All right. So Bullseye.
No flies were harmed in the making of this comic book, by the way.
Yeah, no, that wasn't a real fly. It was just a cartoon fly.
It's a comic book fly.
So here's Kingpin again, working out. So
Oh my God! I saw him with his clothes off. Oh,
I'm naked. I'm still naked.
I'm still naked. Yeah.
Isn't it crazy that Thumb Wars is now better Star Wars than actual Star Wars?
Makes sense to me.
Thumb Wars has more heart and is better.
Well, we still remember that joke is hilarious.
And then he goes, and darling, you have a pea on your head.
Yeah.
It's like, and he goes, my name is Ooby Doo Badooby. I have the silliest name in the galaxy. Ooby Doo Badooby.
Ooby Dooby.
All right. So Kingpin's working out. Daredevil is getting the info here. Now this is pretty cool. So Kingpin. So this is what in the last issue, Sean was explaining that they want certain information on the bad guys. So Daredevil thinks he's getting it. Now this is actually where the blindness is actually a weakness. Hey Jamie. I like Stanley's short-lived TV show. He wants to be a superhero. Remember that? Yes, I do remember that.
Yeah.
I do remember
that. Existed, but like that.
Yeah, that's probably on YouTube.
Didn't watch it.
Yeah, it's probably on YouTube. So Daredevil's kicking ass, and he gets the briefcase, brings into the police headquarters. What are you, blind? This is just nothing but newspaper. And Daredevil's like, dope. Dope. I am blind. It's like, can you see? Do you see what I mean? No, I don't see.
I don't see. Yeah. Charles the Incredible Hulk. Yeah.
What's up, Jamie? Another
I literally, even as a kid, when I saw that, I was like, why is it? Even as a kid, because they always say, oh, this is for kids. I'm like, no, that was awful. I'm no, this is
kids who would do it.
Yeah, this is poop. This is terrible poop. I can't. The dude does not abide. Oh, that's Raquel messaging me. I was like, what's going on? Nobody messaged. There's only two people that message me on Twitter, and that's Clobby and Eddie from Bearded Shirts. I'm like, what the heck is this? I'm like, I've never seen this picture. I was like, oh, it's Raquel. I'm like, okay.
What's she saying?
She's looking for a couple of things, so I'll.
Cool.
She wants to borrow some stuff off me, so I'm gonna see if I can lend her some stuff. All right. Okay, so Bullseye's waiting here. Look there, pivot. Remember from? That's a Friends joke. Okay, quiet. We're all here waiting. whoosh, break through. And then I love this, like, boink. It's like the ceiling, it's coming down. Get out of here. And then this is where Bullseye's now just like completely done. He's like, you guys are idiots. You're trash. And then Kingpin just walks right in. It's like, hey guys, I'm here. Looking for me.
But this composition here is cool. Like
it is.
Yeah. With the one bar on the left and then like a bunch of stuff on the right. Yeah.
This is like a bit of a manga thing too, like this kind of stuff.
That was the first time I've seen him do a city thing, like a shot like that.
Yeah, that's a big time. And then even this too, like the way that this is here, it's like he comes through and then you can see him here. This is really nice, and this like low angle. So it's like he's like imposing over top. That's kind of cool. And then he just shows up and Bullseye's gonna do something. He's like, "Listen, Bullseye, you can kill me or you can just work for me because I'll pay you good salary for future employment. These guys are pretty much finished. I'm back." And then he lights his cigar. That's pretty cool. And he's like,
that's a cool scene, man. You know, now I guess it's Vincent D'Onofrio's fault, but I thought, well, now when I'm reading this, I was actually kind of hearing his voice.
Me too.
Because he speaks, you know, they really did a decent job on the series of kind of making him talk the way Miller had him talk a little bit. I mean, he's very thoughtful when he speaks. He's very, you know,
sometimes I hear that, but a lot of times I hear the 90s Spider-Man cartoon version.
Roscoe Lee Brown.
Yeah. I hear his
good actor.
1 second.
I think it was Roscoe Lee Brown. I'm pretty sure it was.
Yeah.
I'll second guess my memory. Yeah, he did more of a, I don't know, I guess this kind of fit more maybe, but
like a deeper voice.
Yeah, his voice now when he's speaking, he says, "Your weakness lies in your numbers. While you formed committees and drafted resolutions, I was free to act with far greater distraction." Oh, dispatch. I can't see that. It's kind of not.
The art rocks.
Yeah, he's more methodically menacing, you know.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, he is.
Like more slower, but like he is threatening.
All right. And then boom, slammed him. This is awesome. And like look at this, like the anger here. It's like,
so he knows that guy.
He knows
killed,
basically caused
Vanessa's death.
Vanessa's death, yeah.
So death.
He just throws him. And this guy tries to like he like break this entire basically from when Kingpin enters, this entire thing is like bloody awesome. And this entire feel was completely used in that Daredevil. Like Vincent D'Onofrio is this, it's very difficult because I rewatched both Elektra and the Daredevil theatrical films. And you know, Michael Clark Duncan, he's a cool guy. I like him, but no way. Like after Vincent D'Onofrio, there's no turning back.
No, there's no turning back. But I mean, yeah, and even then, before he showed up, I'd see Michael Clark Duncan. That's Michael Clark Duncan. He's cool and all that stuff. And it's not even about the race. I mean, it is because he doesn't look like the Kingpin. But it's still, either way, it's just like, yeah, he's just a normal like baddie. But it's not the Kingpin. John Rhys Davies is a great actor, and he wasn't really the Kingpin either.
Yeah, he wasn't.
He was the bad guy, but that's about right.
Well, it's the show he was into, right? He has that flying or whatever. Yeah.
So yeah, Kingpin. Like, I mean, look at it. It's like grabs him and just like
Brown did the voice on the cartoon in a very deep place.
Yeah,
but yeah. Then there was the voice on the '67 Spidey cartoon as well. More like this overgrown ladybug. I'll smash him like a cockroach.
This is Daredevil getting his Alan Scott on and picking up some prostitutes. Never mind.
Daredevil has to have his fun too.
He has to have fun too. So he's like, okay, getting some info. He jumps off, runs across. Again, the city here, they're doing this motif this entire time. Kingpin's running for mayor. No, I don't.
Not yet.
No, not yet. Good. The lights. What? Oh, no, what? Oh, no, what? Blam, 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 blam. It's like, sorry, Bullseye. I want you to see Bullseye. What? It's like, well, I was just getting some water over here. It's like, now you're finished. Ninja stars, I love it.
Catches them all.
Throws the thing, and then elbows first. That is great. Punch, smash, like throwing stuff. Like,
yeah.
This comic's awesome. Actually, this entire issue. What the hell? What number is this? Is this 172? 172?
Yeah.
This entire comic is amazing.
Yeah.
Like, this is 10 out of 10. Like, every part of it is the best.
Incredible.
The last one was good, but this one's like super good.
Mm-hmm.
Like, this might be one of the best ones that we've had.
I'm trying to like dig back into my memory, and the more I think, about other time. Lady Fantastic's here.
Hey, what's going on?
All right, Lady Fantastic.
Hey,
and
gentlemen, I don't think so. I'll check. I'll see if I'll see.
Where? Or as he said, gentlemen, who came in? So what do you think about? How do you feel about the Punisher arguing that Daredevil is worthless because he refuses to kill criminals in the TV show? If everyone did what the Punisher did, there would be no superheroes.
Right.
The Punisher takes the easy way out by taking the matters into his own hands, and he's a great character and stuff for that sort of thing. But Daredevil's being true to his convictions, and so it's a fascinating argument. And they do it well on the show.
Maybe Sean, you can. Yeah, go ahead, Clubby.
No, I was going to say, who would, like Daredevil said, I mean, who are you to decide who lives or dies? I mean, who are we to? And I think that goes doubly for superheroes or even master vigilantes, not necessarily with superpowers, because they're helping, but they are, no one says they can be judge, jury, and executioner.
No.
Mm-hmm.
Even, I mean, what do you think, Sean?
Well, I wanted to ask. Hold on a second. I want to ask Sean this question. I was thinking about this. I forgot what episode it was in season 2, but we just rewatched season 2. And then I was trying to think, and I wanted to ask you this like last week, and I forgot. And now actually, Jamie just reminded me from this question. When we're watching that, I'm like thinking, this was the last time that I could remember dialogue where I couldn't tell what the writer actually thinks themselves or the writers.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, I mean, Daredevil, like, I got to go with Daredevil. Like, I got to side with Daredevil, right? Yeah. But I love Punisher. Like, I love Punisher. And the thing, I'm like, I don't know, he's making some good points though, too, right? Like, but it's like, no, you can't have the right. So, but regardless of where you fall in that argument, the fact that the show did it so well that I thought, I don't actually know what this writer thinks. Every other show since that moment has been, oh yeah, the writer believes this, they're inserting their beliefs into the show and the character, versus this, the writers on this literally said Punisher is a character in this universe. This is what he's about. This is what he truly believes, and he can argue it, and he's got conviction. He's like, this is what I believe, buddy. You're trash. You're part. But then Daredevil, he has his faith. He has his character. He's like, nope, this is what I believe. You're wrong, Punisher. That was I can't remember. I was going to go back on IMDb and see the date. Like, what was the date of that episode? Because I can't remember any dialogue. I'm not talking about like the Green Knight movie. I'm talking about like, I'm talking about like in superhero stuff.
Too much like CW and
CW and yeah.
No, that's a good point.
All the time too. Yeah.
There's no point. Even in what was the movie? Oh, even in Civil War, Iron Man doesn't push back, right? It's like, okay, I guess we need to.
MCU does that all the time. The characters don't push back with normal. Like, you're sitting there eating your popcorn, and you know exactly what the rebuttal should be, and the character doesn't do that because they want the last word to be what they think.
True.
Well, when Thunderbolt Ross is like, oh, he's showing pictures of Incredible Hulk. He's like, oh, look at all the damage the Hulk caused. Like, you didn't release Abomination and you didn't create him? Was that somebody else? Was that in a different movie?
Like a New York attack, it's like they blame him for that, but it's like, no, aliens were invading.
Yeah, what did you want us to do? Not fight them?
Yeah,
Right.
they pushed it. They pushed back. It's like,
Where would be now? Well, he did say you did save this all. We owe you a bet. We owe you a debt we can't repay. But then he went on to indict him, which was really
Right.
aggravating. That's why I hate Civil War.
no, it's frustrating because they want to. It's lazy writing, and there's more and more and more of that where it's like they want a dilemma to happen, so they manufacture one in the script. But
Right.
it doesn't make any sense just sitting there watching it. It's an uncanny valley of writing. It's like you know what's right. But like you're watching this thing, and the movie's just going along with its own logic that's illogical, and you're like, well,
Exactly.
I can't go along with this. It's
Yeah.
stupid.
Based on a false premise.
You're right. Yeah.
Thank you. Hope you're
Yeah,
doing
I
well
was just
too.
impressed that they had because they have those conversations in the comics all the time, and I was like, wow, they're doing a comic thing here where they're debating, whether or not
Mhm.
Punisher should kill. So that's what I liked about that. Whoever it was, probably I don't know who wrote those shows, but
I'm not
it seemed
sure.
to be in a time when they actually liked the thing that they were
It was
making.
2016, 2015, 16, somewhere up in there when it was still a bit of a few slight corners of sanity. There were people that just wanted to do something, good
Yeah.
show. It was
Right.
still some MCU left, and it wasn't 100. It was on the way. It was on the march to becoming completely MCU'd, but
Yeah.
I think the Netflix shows will probably last really hit by that.
Mhm.
Although
Right.
they did get hit by it. I'm just saying, but Daredevil never really got hit to it. The third season, it was not.
I think Daredevil was
slightly.
the first, right?
Hmm?
But Daredevil was the first.
It was the first show, yes.
Yeah, and I remember I watched it, I loved it, I was so excited, and I watched the other ones, and I was like, I don't. What's happening? Yeah.
I do like Luke Cage season 2 because of that
Yeah.
Jamaican guy, Bushmaster.
Yeah, Bushmaster.
And,
Yeah, but that was
and-
weird. Yeah,
I
and
hated
season
that
one was
ending.
weird.
Yeah.
In that they kill Cottonmouth. It's like
yeah, they did kill Cottonmouth.
and he's a
Diamondback was
really
kind of
great
cool.
villain.
And
Yeah.
he kind of had a costume, I suppose, in the end.
Yeah.
But Bushmaster, if there's a Jamaican villain, there's a damn good chance I'm gonna like it. I don't know what it is. And Sean messaged me. He's like, "Oh, and Sean knows. He's like, "Did you watch season 2 the other night?" He was like, "Oh, you're gonna like season 2."
I know you love the patois and everything. As soon as you said Pickney, I was like, oh, has Jason seen this? Like,
Oh
yeah.
God, I love it. I can't. No. Okay, my wife can't understand. She's like, she watched it. She's like, I literally can't understand anything.
but it's all like English.
Well, she's from India, right?
Yeah,
so I
yeah.
think
So
that's
she's
like
having enough trouble with it. Yeah.
you're never gonna hear that accent.
No.
It's just- like not in India. But she's
No.
like, I can't understand anything.
I should speak Guyanese around her. And
Oh
it's
my
the same
God.
kind of thing. But yeah.
No, oh God, I love it. So yeah, for personal reasons, Luke Cage season 2, but the 3 Daredevils are for sure the best.
Yeah.
Yeah. Especially first two.
Especially
Third,
the
boy,
first
there's some
two.
things in there that really bug me, but I still love it.
It's still cool.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
All right,
Like
so
I say, the Punisher shows okay, mainly for Bernthal, but
Right.
this is a great fight.
I was gonna say, let's look at this
Yeah.
fight here because we're kind of like, okay,
Great
picks
fight.
up the thing. He shoots the gun. Gun shoots the billy club out of it. I love how he says, "Oh, it's weighted perfectly, like it's a great weapon and everything."
Yeah, it is. And I always wondered who was making that for him, because he didn't have Melvin Potts making stuff, and
Oh,
I think Tony Stark or Miss Reed Richards would have been able to make, but
Yes, maybe Richard. Yeah, who
how's-
knows?
Daredevil making them.
Yeah.
We don't need to know.
Yeah, punch,
We
kick.
don't really need to know that bad. So there you go.
No, I didn't really care. Brick to the head. Man, that's brutal. Kick to the face, and then more bricks, and then punch. Like this is cool. He just like breaks the thing out of his hand. Then he punches them, and that are choking each other. And then see, well, I like this progression here. It's like,
Yeah.
okay, they're going back and forth, and then you could see in Bullseye. He's like, oh crap, right? It's like, oh crap, and then he comes back again. And then here comes all of the guys. Kingpin. Kingpin's such an a-hole. He sold out Bullseye.
Yeah, of course.
And he's like, all right, here's your information. Take it. He goes, you got Bullseye. You got your information. He goes, you could take down all of the crime lords, but then I'll be starting from from scratch, so you'll
Hey.
have some time. Hey, Dad Man.
Hey, Dad Man. What's up?
What's going on? What did Classic say in Ross's defense? He didn't create the abominations. Terms may belong to you. Right. Yeah, I'm just saying that like they're putting it all on the heroes, and it's like I just don't like that nobody pushed back. Like they need to push back way
Except
better.
Cap a little bit, but Cap could have done better.
Even Cap could have done better.
I was Team Cap. I had the shirt and everything.
Of course, yeah.
I still have my shirt, my Team Cap shirt.
Yeah, of course. So basically, Daredevil wins. He gets the info to take down the other crime syndicates. He's got Bullseye. Kingpin wins because Kingpin's playing the long game. He's like, okay, you'll get rid of these guys. The city will be safe for a little bit while I rebuild my empire. So, I mean, I think this is bloody 10 out. Oh, yeah, the epilogue here with what's her face. Oh, my God. Guess what? Vanessa's not really dead. Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert. Vanessa's alive, but wow.
But she's dirty.
Great issue. This was a brilliant. I mean,
this was 10 out of 10.
Yeah, I mean, it was beautiful. Some great stuff.
Like, I don't even know. Like, I cannot make that any better. This one is fine. It's okay. It's a little bit like, I mean, we got this knockoff Gladiator guy or whatever.
Yeah, it's yep. Daredevil volume only, number 173, August of 1981, folks, with a cover by Frank Miller and Klaus Janson, of course, writer, penciler, the great Frank Miller, and inker Klaus Janson, Glennis Ween with the colors, Joe Rosen on the letters, and the great Denny O'Neil the editor, and Jim Shooter was the do-nothing-in-chief. I love you, Jim, but never mind. So anyway, this is great. Is it on a level with that previous issue? No, but still, it's pretty good stuff. It's more setup stuff.
They're gonna hey, his shadow is Daredevil. That's weird. That's supernatural.
Did they see that?
So he comes to this alley and he just beats up these guys because they're just
bored.
Nobody likes anyone who wears all green. Like
nah.
Really, I'm wearing green.
He can't see if it's green or not. He was bored. There were some scumbags to beat up on. Why not? Have a little workout.
Yeah.
They made quick work of him.
Now we.
By the way, that's Clark and Lois. You notice that, right?
Yeah, that is. Yeah. What the heck?
Because they're reporters.
Yeah. Oh my God, that's terrible. Yeah. Well, Clark just gets killed by this Cenobite character.
Clearly doesn't have his powers.
No.
Just walk away. Leave the gasoline. Just walk away. It's like
it's disturbing.
It's the Lord Humongous.
Yeah.
He rules the wastelands. Just walk away. Yeah. I guarantee you that if they just walked away, Lord Humongous would have let them go. I guarantee you. I think he would have. I think he would have let them go.
It's a shame.
Some people are like, "Oh, maybe we should walk away." He said he let us go. It's like, are you guys insane? Like, what are you talking about?
I don't know how they
trust the guy in the hockey mask with leather spiked straps. Like, give me a break.
I don't know how they got the comics code on this one.
Yeah, this is crazy. So he's
not just look at the cover with that weird fetish mask, and then what this guy does to the woman, because you kept expecting Daredevil to get there in the nick of time and kick his ass. No, he doesn't.
He doesn't. No. Stay back.
I mean, the whole time you're like, please go whip this dude's ass. But no.
Yep.
He's trying.
2 P's. He's not messing around. That's a double P slap. Another double P slap. And then look at this. He's like crushing her head.
In fact, are we to he got there in time, I guess, prevent her from.
She's not dead.
No, from being.
Oh, yes. I would assume that.
I know.
The guy's wearing the GIMP thing or whatever, right? Like,
yeah.
Bring on the GIMP.
And off, not quite anyway. Maybe able to keep him alive, but so they were pretty messed up. But he was able to.
All right, so then there's Melvin.
They got this guy. Yeah.
Why is Melvin Potter out of jail?
I know he literally killed someone. He literally killed
like Bullseye before him. I'm like, he did kill somebody.
Known super criminals still at large.
Oh, super criminals not currently in prison. Is like, oh my god, all of Daredevil's villains apparently.
Yeah, they're all out.
Whole
Like,
list of them.
shouldn't Batman be notified? Like, I like how Commissioner Gordon is like, it's like, what, the Penguin? Or they're like, it's like, why are you surprised? Don't you know?
Or don't you watch this TV much?
The closed circuit
Wait a
TV.
minute. By the way, doesn't Warden Crichton call him every time they break out? You had to watch it on TV. Commissioner, I hate to tell you this, but all 4 of the worst villains are gone. What do you mean gone? Well, you know, we were having our annual picnic in the park as part of my rehabilitation program, and for some reason they ran away. I don't really get it, just because they weren't being watched by cops or anything.
I told them not to go. No, but Warden Crichton just tries to cover. It's just a cover up.
Warden Crichton doesn't even tell him. He put it on TV. Like maybe they won't even notice.
No, they see somebody reports it, and then Commissioner Gordon calls Warden Crichton. He's like, Warden, is the Joker locked up? Of course he's locked up. It's like, well, we just had a report of the Joker coming. It can't be. It must be a copycat Joker. The real Joker is definitely behind bars.
There was even an episode where Batman. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Where Batman criticized Warden Crichton's reform crap one time. Well, sometimes Warden, I just don't know.
Yeah.
He was nice about it, but it was like, you know, sometimes I think you're a dumb jackass.
Yeah, giving people what's like
and in the movie, disposing of free atomic submarines to him. Doesn't even leave
That's my favorite
address. Good day, Admiral.
Have we done something wrong, Batman? Have we done something wrong? It's like, yeah, you're idiots.
You gave a sub to the PN Gwen. I love that movie so much. That movie is life.
No, and then I like how like they're dumb sometimes, but then like they don't recognize Catwoman, but they recognize Penguin as Commodore Schmidlap. Yeah, he's like holy disguise. That's the Penguin's like obviously, and Batman's like obviously. It's like, well, that was Catwoman. He didn't notice.
I didn't recognize her because she was a different actress. But still, he met her according to that. Like, well, of course, he just didn't care. He probably said, I know she's Catwoman, but I'm just going to pretend like I don't know her because she is freaking smoking hot.
Yeah.
She's smoking out as Julie. She's smoking out as Lee Merriweather. I mean, you know.
Lee Merriweather's good too.
Eartha Kitt in Bad.
Yep.
Yeah, so there you go.
Eartha Kitt's voice was awesome. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Her voice was like.
I think she's the first to do the perfect. Perfect. Yeah.
And this is another BB, another alliteration name. Betsy. They mentioned Betsy. Betsy Beatty is what's his face is girl that Melvin's in love with, and this girl's Becky Blake or something, right?
Becky Blake, yeah.
Becky Blake. And a lot of BBs in this one.
So Melvin is out for reasons, and then they think he's the Strangler.
By the way, she thinks it's Melvin because the guy looks like. She tells the story of. I mean, I don't know how she can't use her legs anymore, but apparently she was. You know what I do, and they say it. They just don't show it.
Right, and then she's paralyzed by the assailant. But that person looked a lot like Melvin, so
right. And again, it's a code book.
Yeah.
In 1981.
Yeah, these like Daredevil. I remember Daredevil being really gritty and still having like in the mid 80s and the late 80s, and still having that comics code thing. And I'm like, how are they doing this?
But this one though, and like I said, they left the code off of one. But here's the thing: is at this point, they didn't have to have the code. They just, didn't always get it. But they actually always got it. But
I'll say this: if you're 7 and you're reading this, you don't really know what they're talking about. That's the thing. You just know the basic, like she was attacked, whatever. You don't.
Yeah, really she's beat up.
Yeah, you don't really know what they're saying.
Well, I sure did when I was 16. I can tell you that. But
yeah,
when I was 16. So.
Yeah. So this is the reveal here. She's explaining because she saw Melvin's face and she got freaked out. Yeah. She's explaining her backstory, and then Matt is sort of like, "Well, you should have reported it because there's going to be other victims." And she says, "No, I was too embarrassed and just scared." And like,
if this were like today, though, she'd be telling him, "Stop mansplaining me. You're just as bad as all men are. All men are rapers and stuff."
Yeah.
This is great art here. Like she's
Yeah,
like, just
that's
like
really.
in
I was
shock.
gonna say like
Right.
he really conveys emotion well too.
Yeah.
He's an all rounder. He's like
Yeah.
he could do anything.
Amazing
Yeah, that's
stuff.
a really good picture.
Yeah.
All right, so Gladiator strikes, and they're having the little. Whoa, what's going on here? You were dressed for court here? Whoa.
Courtroom. Yeah.
So they're doing the Melvin Potter.
Well, Your Honor, I will say that he wouldn't even be on if he were in jail, or he kind of, let's be honest. I know Melvin belongs in some sort of custody. It's institution, maybe even, or because he's pretty dangerous.
He's dangerous, yeah. I like this where he's like
Love
stepping
this
on
shit.
the
One
guy.
of my favorite. It's a classic Daredevil scene, but right there. Okay.
So now he's trying to figure out, because Daredevil knows that Melvin didn't do the attacks, so there's got to be some other explanation for it. So he's investigating a little bit here, kind of Batmaning.
Very Batmaning, because again, Miller was always saying, but he was, he wanted to be doing Batman at this point.
It comes back and he's talking to.
Advent instead of this, unreal. But anyway,
that would be crazy. Yeah, so Foggy comes back. So again, we don't know why he's being.
Foggy's got problems, but they'll deal with it.
Right.
For another time.
We'll get. I guess we'll get to them.
Foggy's been
So now he sees that, this Melvin guy is causing trouble. He goes, I may as well take advantage of this. Everyone thinks it's him anyways. And, she's cute. You're like, oh, damn.
Uh-oh.
Back at the museum, he beats up more guys.
The Ralph Dibny Museum.
The Ralph Dibny Museum.
Yeah, same one, yeah.
It's like he breaks through, grabs the helmet. And you're like, is this going to literally be a recap of, I was like, there's no way they're going to just redo the same exact thing. But they don't. He throws it away. He's like, no, I'm alone. Help me. So there you go. Bzz, bzz. It's like, yeah, coming. Whoa, want to play? This is crazy. This is actually scary.
Yeah, very scary.
This actually is scary for a comic of this time, for sure. You'd be super scared. Like, it's pretty
Especially
creepy
with the way
now.
this guy looks.
Yeah,
well,
it is.
His face here is pretty frightening. Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty scary. So he's attacking her. She fires the thing at him, extinguisher. Breaks through the door. She picks up a blade. She gets him. She does get him. He's like, oh, he cut me, and he just punches the crap out of her. Hey, what's going on here? Here come the neighbors, and he jumps out the window to escape.
Once again, Daredevil's not there to kick his ass.
Yeah, Daredevil's late to the game. He comes in. She's like, I was attacked, Daredevil. Might be the man. Da, da, da. So she knows it. She knows it's not Melvin.
Yeah.
Now Daredevil again scours the place, finds him in the bar. This was a little weird. Like, he just shows up. It's like, hey, I know you're the guy. This was slightly weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
That's really my only complaint, is that this is just kind of like, oh, there he is, and okay.
He's gonna wrap it up, man.
Yeah, this felt like let's wrap this sucker up. Like, the previous issue was 10 out of 10. Everything flowed beautifully. This was going pretty good, and you had that drama. And then I think maybe Frank was thinking, like, you know what, I better just, because I don't want this guy to be out there and to leave the reader with the sense of, oh, this guy's still out there. Like, I want to conclude all this quickly. So I understand. I understand.
Yeah. There's a one-off issue, but
one-off. Yeah, he just kicks the shit out of these guys. They hold him down. This is awesome. Daredevil does say, he goes, I felt vulnerable here, so I understand. Because earlier he had said, oh, you should have reported this. And, and she was like, oh, I felt like so bad and everything. And so he kind of now says, I understand a little bit, at least, of what you're going through. So that's pretty good. But then he just gets back up and he's just like, yeah, you guys are done. And he just like kicks the crap out of all of them.
Love it.
Smack, fuck.
Look at that smile.
When he gets that to throw down on
awesome.
the biatches.
Take them all down. Punch. I like how it's like multiple guys. Like, you're hitting this guy, you're back fisting, or elbowing that guy and kicking him. And then he jumps forward and kicks this guy. Takes the mask off and punches him right through. This is the beginning of the when Spider-Man punches Mysterio in the cartoon and he goes across the bar.
Yeah.
Remember in the Spider-Man cartoon? And then
Yeah, in the beginning.
In the beginning.
Yeah.
That's what reminded me.
Yeah.
So then he sees him. He's like, "Holy crap! It looks exactly like Melvin." It's like they're lookalikes, dead ringers.
Yeah, he does.
And then it says also a movie with Jeremy Irons, directed by David Cronenberg. No, it's like Matt, your face. What happened? He's like, "Oh, I was beat up, but now I understand. Like I understand what's happening." And he's like, "But," he goes, "There's no witnesses. We've caught the guy. We need your testimony." You know, it's like this. You're really the only one who can help. So she cries. She's upset, but she goes over, looks at the guy. She's like, crumbles it up, throws it down. All right, I'm calling the police. So there you go.
Nice.
That was awesome.
Great 3 issues.
Those are really good.
Especially that second one. Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. Next one's Return of Elektra.
Yeah, buddy.
Oh man, look at that.
Awesomeness.
That's gonna be good.
That's a gladiator.
All right.
Yeah, he's glad he ate her.
He's glad he ate her. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
The lions ate him.
Immature. Oh dear. Oh dear. So yes, we have 3 more issues next week.
So next week it's 174, 175, 176. We're just doing them in order, obviously.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, because I don't think there are any crossovers to speak of.
Mm-hmm. And I'm just gonna do a double check because I might have to get going. I want to see if
he has a stream right now.
Is he as a stream?
Scheduled for 8:10, but yeah.
Who does?
Okay, so they're talking about Carl Weathers right now.
Oh well, if you got to go, you got to go, bro. I understand.
Yeah, so let's do our Clobby, what's going on with you next few days?
Well, in about an hour, I guess, about an hour or so, at 8:30 Central Standard Time, our good old buddy 32 Flavors of Nick Weiser have the Friday Night Comic Shop Boys. I'll hang out with them. We're going to review classic Marvel graphic novel and a real graphic novel with that. X-Men, God Loves, Man Kills with the voice, so that'll be fun. I've not read that in quite a while. And tomorrow night, on my channel, same Trek time, same Clobby channel, Saturday Night Star Trek, ending season 4 of reviewing the scintillating Star Trek Voyager, or whatever it's called. Voyager? What is it? Voyager or something like that, I think it's called. And then, of course, Sunday night, Geekery over there with the great Mark D with the C on his channel, Geeking Out, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And hey, son, Monday I'll be back hanging over here with you, gents, reviewing some Legion stuff. And there you go, just the usual shows throughout the course of the week. I will say on February, like every February, is Superman month on Clobberin Times. So I'll be celebrating the superhero numero uno all throughout this month.
Awesome.
In various ways, as I always do, because of course his birthday, his fictional birthday, of course, is this month.
29th.
I know he didn't first appear in that kind of crap, but I'm talking about it's his fictional birthday. 29th, yeah. When there is a 29th, but even if there isn't,
there is this year.
Oh, there is this year. Okay, so
yeah.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
Wow.
So we could do some Superman stuff.
I might do the birthday party then again. Like, yeah,
we can do a Superman thing.
It's on a clubhouse night.
It's a Thursday.
It's a Thursday. Yeah.
I'm game. We could all do it. Well, of course, I'll do maybe the clubhouse will be the birthday party, or hours before that if you want to do one. Huh?
We can do it like we can do it here, and then you could go to yours, like
if you want to, man. Yeah, I mean, I do it every year. One way or the other.
Let me see. 29th. Do I have something that? Let me see if I have something that day.
Because I could always just do it on one of my Monday nighters. But either way, we celebrate some soups.
Let me take
all the way through all my comic shows that month. This month will be soups.
Dune is the 25th. We're seeing Dune 2. So yeah, that's good. All right. Yeah, we'll do something. Superman. Who's that?
Who's that?
Super numero uno.
All right, Sean, what's going on?
I had a video planned and then something happened to the video, so I have to reshoot it. But
oh no,
it was my Revolution freaking review, so I'll have to reiterate all my points. But yeah, I'll get that prepared, and I've got more catalogs going, and more reviews. I want to get more movie reviews, but comic reviews. All this past week, I've posted stuff, so you could take a look at that. My GoBots video is climbing because GoBots is super popular for some reason. I have another GoBots video. It's like 2,000 views or something like that. It's like,
oh my God, what the heck?
Everyone loves the GoBots, I guess. I don't know. So yeah. So stay tuned for my channel, and there's lots of stuff to explore there. So
awesome.
Yep.
All right, everybody. That is that. We'll see you hopefully on Monday for Legion, and if not 1 week, and then I will do some other stuff. I might do another Transformers. We're gonna see. I've got we've got work's getting slightly better hopefully now, so I might be able to. It's not that I can't stream. It's just that I can't read or watch the things to stream about them. Like that's the problem. It's because like work is so busy that I don't have any free. Like I don't even take. Like usually on my break, I'll read a Daredevil. On my lunch, I'll read the next couple Daredevils, and then I'm ready for the stream. But like if I'm super busy, I don't really have a chance to even take breaks. Really, I don't even take a break. I got to come home, eat, and then I got to quickly read what I can read. That's how I messed up that last couple of weeks ago when I missed the Daredevil issue. I didn't even realize I missed it.
Right.
And that's why I was doing discombobulated this evening. Like, I'm like, are we doing Legion today? I don't even know what's going on. Anyways. All right, everybody. Well, thank you so much. Thanks to the chat and everybody. And yeah, we'll see you next time.
All right.
Hey, friends. You've just been listening to J-Man. And he is the smartest person who ever lived. So make sure you like and subscribe.